Welcome back to Karis Investment, where investments are made simple. Guys, I want to thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for visiting this channel where we keep investments simple. Now, we're looking at the market right now. I'm very excited, poised, I'm energetic, I'm all that things. No, we're looking at Moderna. Guys, we understand that the COVID-19 have took a lot of lives, and we understand that these vaccine companies were off to the races to make sure who can produce and who can supply at a high scale. Now, when we look at Moderna early on, if we take a look back in last year, I think I made a video previously as well. I won't really go over much of what I'm going to talk about, but when we take a look back at last October, we can see the stock was trading at $65 to $70 per share. If we look early in the year, the stock was trading very cheap. If we look back into like April, it was still in the low 20s, $30 per share. So anyone that missed out of that, obviously, it was a huge loss. Now, if we roll back in the last 6 months, we have seen Moderna back in January, the start of this year. We have seen Moderna in the low 100s. Then we saw it goes all the way up in the 200s, then pull back down in the low 100. Now we're seeing it's heading above 200 to $300 per share again. Guys, I'm telling you, you need to get some shares of Moderna. We understand we are at the final stage of what's happening in terms of the COVID-19. But there's a few things that you need to consider, especially in Canada. Moderna is still they're still seeking to get approval to be used on the COVID-19 vaccine in teens, and this is the stage where Canada is right now. Now they're trying to. So far, we understand that Pfizer can be used in 12. In teens, I think between 12 and 18, they can use Pfizer right now. So Pfizer did get the approval from Health Canada. Now, in terms of Moderna, they're still not approved to be used in teen, right? And this is the next phase in Canada where the vaccine is using in teens. And I think Moderna is trying to get their vaccine approved for that stage. Now, if we take a look at the stock this morning, we have seen that Moderna is up close to 9% at one point. But we see a pullback down in the 8%, but we see $17 up for the day for the share. Now, if we look in the last 10 days, this is very, very impressive. We have seen that Moderna in the last 10 days have moved from 165. Now we're looking at 225. That's a significant move in the market in terms of the stock price. Guys, I'm letting you know right now at this price, if you weren't in it before, it's kind of risky. It's an in-between ball game. For me personally, I have been in Moderna in the earlier stage. So to buy and sell for me, it's kind of okay because I've ride it up all the way to the top and now we came back down and now we're riding it back up again. So it's a no-brainer for me personally. I won't be losing even if it drops back in the hundreds. I'm still up in the total scale. But for anyone that's going in right now, take precaution. We have seen that Moderna rides itself in the 200s and pull back in the 110, 120, and then keeps going back and forth. So for a long-term play, the price is a little bit out of my range to recommend that you should buy if you're going long term. Now, if you're going short term, you want to take a small risk, it's fine. But I would love for you to get it anywhere in the 160, 180 per share. Then you can make a smart trade. But in terms of what the price is right now, it's kind of going into its peak. Now, keep in mind, if it does get approval from Health Canada, and I think you're working with a few company, I believe Medicine Pharma, and they're trying to partner this in the European side as well. So if that gets approved, then definitely we will see some rise in the share price. But in the long term, you may be able to make a profit. But for me personally, guys, if you're just going into Moderna, I would strongly recommend that you take precaution because the price could pull back. And if it gets pulled back, then you're going to be stuck holding these shares for a very long time. Now, guys, as usual, I like to keep it simple with you. I only make videos when I'm selling and when I'm buying. Right now, I did put a stop loss at 220 per share. So if it starts to pull back from me personally, it will sell my shares. The reason why I did that, as I said, I've been in Moderna for quite some time. If we look back in the earlier part of the vaccine stage, we're in there in the early stage. So we're able to make a little bit of profit when it makes its first 180 pop. And then we're back in at 125. We made another run again back in February. And we sat in the 130s for a long time. But now today is a great day because now we could start to cash out, make some profit. Now, again, as I said, I'm not selling my shares. I did, however, put a stop loss, meaning that if it starts to pull back, once it drops below 220 per share, then it will exit my trades and I will leave with a profit. Now, as usual, guys, before you go on invest, please do your research to make sure you're making the best decision. Again, my videos is based on my experience. Whenever I'm selling my shares or whenever I'm going to buy a share, I let you know. If you have been following this channel, guys, hopefully you guys did jump on Moderna in the early stage when I recommended it, and hopefully you guys are enjoying to take some profit anytime soon. But please remember, please like, please share, leave a comment. Let me know if you're holding longer. Let me know if you're going to sell, or let me know if you're buying more shares. Regardless of the decision that you make, guys, it's totally up to you. It's investment. Everyone's situation is different. Everyone entry, everyone exit point is totally different. Now, I can only share what I'm doing with you guys, and hopefully we all make a lot of money. So until next time, guys, peace out.